Cool FM Live, here we are with Brady McManus, the owner of Bam Bam Barbecue. We're in Huachuca City today on this Saturday, a beautiful Saturday, and you're kicking things off here today in Huachuca City with the big, nasty trailer.
Yes, we are. We got the barbecue trailer set up. Already had a few customers come in. We opened up at 11. And then we also have the Tombstone Coffee trailer, soon to be Vista Coffee. That's set up right over here as well. And what's great about this is we're gonna be out here for at least the next 9 days. We're trying to figure out if this is gonna be a better spot for us. We've been trying out on posts. We know there was a holiday leave and that kind of stuff, but I'm really starting to like this setup, having everything together, almost like a food court. And because the other great thing is right in front of the barbecue trailer here is we're bringing in the munchie machine. So we're gonna have the ice cream trailer, which will have your hot dogs and stuff on as well. We're gonna have the barbecue and the coffee. So it's gonna be like our own little food court right here. And three things that Huachuca City doesn't have. You know, there's no place that I know of to get your lattes, your Americanos, your macchiatos, your iced coffees, plus our different special lemonades. The barbecue trailer. Right now we're just doing the brisket and the pulled pork. We're doing the nachos. We're doing the dinner plates. However, the intent is to expand more of our menu, get the turkey, get the sausages, get that stuff out here as well. We just have to make sure that we have the customer base to support it, because that's a lot of extra meat, a lot of extra labor, and a lot of extra food costs. But if we can get that going, then that is absolutely the plan. The coffee trailer during the weekdays, your Monday through Friday, is going to open up at 6 a.m. So it'll open up at 6 a.m. till 7 p.m. And then the barbecue trailer will be 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. every day.
So the coffee trailer over here, and it's not just coffee.
We have muffins, we have bagels. So you can, on your commute into Sierra Vista, into Fort Huachuca, you can stop and grab your drink, your morning coffee. And then we're even contemplating right now, like I said, if the traffic is there, I'm gonna get a second cell phone just for the coffee trailer. So those people coming in from Vail, from Tucson, or here locally can call ahead or text ahead their order, and we can have it ready for them. And actually, we got one right here for you, Tom.
Oh, excellent. Yeah. And so what is this one right here?
It's a vanilla caramel iced latte for you. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. We went with the cold version on this one, because you can get the hot one.
Yeah, you can get it hot or cold. I'm an iced coffee guy. I've never really been big on the hot coffee. I've never really been a coffee drinker.
Take a look there.
Yeah.
All right, customers starting to come in here already here. And Brady, we want to let folks know we're on the. We want to give a shout out to the owner that you're working with.
Yeah, Madera Homes, Lacey and Keith. They're out here. We've been planning this for a while. It took some coordination. You want me to hold on to that?
This is very good, by the way.
Oh, it's so good.
What is this called again?
This is a caramel vanilla iced latte.
Folks, you got to try this. It's delicious. Good job, by the way.
Yeah, we'll
very nice.
Over here for you.
Yeah, keep that over here.
We also got to get you some lunch.
Oh yeah, that's right. Thank you.
Yeah, because we didn't plan this at all.
No, of course not.
Where's those nachos at? Oh man, let's see what we got going on here. So we got the brisket.
Oh, look at that.
This is your brisket nachos with the jalapenos. Absolutely delicious. Lots of cheese. I know some people are like, barbecue sauce on nachos. I swear, it's a thing. It's just like I had to bring brisket for breakfast into Sierra Vista. That was never a thing. It's a thing.
That looks so good.
Yeah, so
looking forward to dive into that
And now this weighs about almost 2 pounds, and this is right here is $15.50 for the whole thing, with almost a half pound of brisket on there, your chips, your cheese, your barbecue sauce. And so we'll leave this. We'll hold on to it for you right here.
Yeah, excellent.
And then, like I said, we got customers coming in already. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun, especially when that munchie machine is out here. I'm so excited about that. Because to be able to, you're sitting at home, you're doing whatever you want, and you got the kids, you want to go out and do something, and now you don't have to go all the way back into Sierra Vista. You'll be able to get your drinks, your ice cream, your Dippin' Dots, all that kind of stuff, the barbecue, all right here up until 7 p.m. And then, we have plans for some seating. in the future, but that's going to take some coordination, because once we add seating, we got to look at restrooms and all that. It's not as simple as people are like, oh, put up some tables and chairs. You got to go by the rules, you know? And that's one thing we've always done, is make sure we're playing by the rules.
Well, absolutely. We want to tell folks, too, what's the easy... Well, hello there. Nice to see you.
We are at 108 Huachuca Boulevard. So I guess Highway 90 through Huachuca City is called Huachuca Boulevard.
Yeah.
So I guess now that I'm going to be working out here, I got to learn all this stuff, right? I used to just drive through, you know, but now it's awesome. So 108 Huachuca Boulevard, right across from the Pro Dent Relief Building. Okay, right next to Desert Rain. That's the auto detailing right here. So,
well, you're right between Mr. Shed and Circle K.
Yeah,
you know, if you're coming from if you're coming from Sierra Vista, you'd be on the left-hand side.
Yeah.
And if you're going to Sierra Vista, you're on the right-hand side between Mr. Shed and Circle K. So people are starting to come out here.
Yeah.
And Brady, want to let folks know you're going to be here through the
next Sunday for sure. The coffee trailer, I don't think is ever moving. The barbecue trailer is where we're trying to find that permanent home. And it doesn't mean that I don't want to be on post. It comes down to this concept of all three trailers being here in one spot. It also gives me a lot better command and control over my trailers, because I can come and I can make one stop and check on everything.
Yeah.
And that means a lot as an owner, when you gotta, because we got the employees. I got more interviews coming in today, because to operate, we're gonna need 4 employees for the coffee trailer, 6 for the barbecue, in order to operate that 7 days a week. And until you establish that confidence and trust with whoever you're going to put in charge, you still got to be checking on them. And for me, this whole concept and idea, I just absolutely love it, and I don't think we're going to change it. I think this is going to be it, because we did a lot of work to get to this point with Madero Homes, with them, and what they do and what they did for us to get this open. So I want to really commit to that partnership with them.
Yeah, and we're going to do a little interview and feature on them a little bit later on this week as well, as we just talked to them as well too. But catering is also still available.
Oh yeah, we do catering like crazy. I just booked a couple more. We got Northrop Grumman coming up at the end of the month. We got some stuff for the Chapman's people on post, and December was a crazy busy catering season. But now, now we're back down to our normal, like 10, 15 caterings a month.
Yeah.
Instead of 30.
But we want to remind folks, there's the number 520-303-8874. Contact Brady for catering. Or Brady, I know that the holidays have been just a little bit of a tough time, but you're kind of we're into 2025 right now, and
now the catering did really well, but your restaurant sales slowed down. The trailers were duds. I was just
tried
money.
Ford experiment.
Yeah, and it was during the holidays, like I said, and I understand that, and I have people tell me, well, you got to come back. It's like it doesn't mean I'm going to get another trailer and bring it out there. Yeah. I actually have a couple other I'm already looking at. Just won't be as big as this one, because now that I went through this whole process, if I had to redo it, I wouldn't have a 40-foot trailer. Yeah. And the main reason is I have everywhere I set up, I got to pay for 2 spots.
Oh, because it's so big.
Yeah, it takes
so really, for you normally pay a price of it.
Yeah, someone pays $600, I'm paying $1,200.
Oh, then you got to make double the sales then almost.
Yeah, so but that was a whole part of the whole learning curve. But that's why a situation like this is much better for me. So besides the really big events like Oktoberfest, the 2 MWR carnivals, I'm not gonna do events anymore with the trailer. Not if it's making money here, where there's no point. If I'm selling out here, why am I gonna pack up to go to an event and hope to sell? Now we will still close down here for those large events. Pretty much, if you have a Ferris wheel, I'll come. If you don't have a Ferris wheel, I'm probably not gonna do it.
Otherwise, you're going to be here and try to make the Huachuca City location here work.
Yeah.
And give this a nice try here for the citizens of Huachuca City and Whetstone and in the area, because otherwise they had to drive all the way, darn near to Hereford.
So if I'm not mistaken, the only two restaurants here are Sunny D's and Filiberto's. And then once Sunny D's closes, Filiberto's is their only option unless they want to go all the way to Sierra Vista. And I'm just trying to, I think bringing those other options and stuff, and especially, I really think that, I don't know, I'm more excited about the dang ice cream trailer than I am these ones. And then,
well, yeah, when are you going to be bringing out the munching machine?
We have to get the power up first, and then Annalise and them are still running that trailer. I have to get with them to ensure, because they have football events, they're going to be going into baseball. Those are not going anywhere. It does fantastic. So it won't be here as consistent as these ones. It'll be here during, some days it might have to take off at 2 o'clock because it's got a baseball game to go to, or a football game, or flag football. So those will have priority over here. But this way we can get it to where it's not just sitting, not making money when it could be out here.
Yeah, there we go.
So
fans of Bam Bam Barbecue honking as they drive by. Come back, sir. Grab a meal.
So, but yeah, so that's gonna be really exciting. And then update with over there at the Julie and Sammy's. We got our first part of the hood inspection looked at. We're gonna have some decisions to make and some things that we got to figure out. So just like we said in that last video, we plan on opening on a certain day, but then stuff comes up that we have no control over. This is a perfect example.
Well, so when you say hood, explain that a little bit more.
The hood is the exhaust hood that goes over where you're cooking. So we have to make sure that it's still usable, because it hasn't been used in like 7 years, 8 years. So the first guy who came did the initial inspection. I think we're going to be okay. So we're going to reach out to the city to see if we can get a courtesy inspection. Because what I don't want to do is put a bunch of money into it and find out that we actually didn't need to. So we're going to get a courtesy inspection so they can come out and go, this is exactly what you have to do. I already got a hold of the health department. The great thing about that is it's going to be a shortened plan review. They're working very nicely with me. Yasmin is absolutely awesome. So is Sasha, all of them. She walked me through exactly what I need to do, and it's only going to be a quick plan review because we're only doing a change of ownership, so it makes everything a lot easier. It's not like opening a new restaurant. We're just adding in a couple new pieces of equipment, really.
Yeah, we're talking about the transition here of you taking over Julie and Sammy's ice cream spot on the West End later here in 2025, in the early part here.
And letting people know the ice cream's not going anywhere. We're combining it.
You're just combining.
The barbecue and ice cream are going to be in one location, kind of like what we're doing here. If you think about it, we're doing the exact same thing here, except they're in 2 trailers instead of 1 restaurant. And then, we'll be able to get. I'm working with Cafe d'Arte, a company out of Seattle, who provides all of our coffee. They're Italian roasters. I've met the general manager, flew down here from Seattle December 11th and met with me.
And we drove from where?
From Seattle. And they came down here. Merit Foods is our distributor with them, but they flew down. We took them out to the trailers. We took them to see what we're doing and how we're doing the coffee. And they're actually going to provide us the equipment to set up extra coffee, do this kind of stuff. They're very excited about it. We have other ideas and concepts in we have a 3-year plan for the coffee side of things. And I'm not going to talk about that yet because 3-year plan could turn into a 10-year plan. We don't know. But anyways, they wanted to be here to talk about the beginning of it because they could provide us all the equipment and stuff that we're going to need in order to open up what we plan on doing.
Well, Rhonda is saying, too bad you didn't come to Whetstone. But Rhonda, you're not that far away, I guess, depending on where you are in Whetstone. Because initially you thought you were going to go to Whetstone first.
So what a lot of people don't understand about the food trucks is you cannot just set up, even if it's someone's private property, you can't just set up. You have to have zoning permits. You have to have access to restrooms. You have to get the fire. Everyone has to come out and do safety checks. for emergency vehicles, and then you have the owners. I never was able to get the person who owns that property over where Big Tex used to set up on the corner there. It doesn't mean I didn't think it was a good location, but being able to have access to power is another massive motivator. Being able to plug in and not run off generators. When you have 3 trailers running on generators, you've got to look at how much fuel cost that is per day. Then your generators break. You have to pay someone for generator maintenance. Could I do it? Probably. Do I know how to? Nope, because I never was a mechanic and I never tried. That's why I always take my car to like Desert Automotive. I have no desire to learn. Not that part. So, but it's just not as simple, because people are like, well, come set up here, come set up here. It's like, there's like 8 pieces that have to go in together in order to make that work. And then also the fear of being where you're at a location, and it happens a lot that an owner of the property sees you start doing well, and then instead of paying them $1,000, the next month they're like, hey, I want $2,000. And then they don't want to sign leases. That's why I got out of Cal Ranch. The Cal
Ranch parking lot, when you were there.
When that company, and I believe they're from Detroit, found out we were all parked there, and they kicked me and Lori's Popcorn out of there, they gave me the option. I could pay and stay, but they were not going to give me a lease of like a year or whatever to say, this is how much your rent's going to be. They were just like that. Well, each month we'll look at it. So you're going to get...
Yeah, you can't plan on that long term.
They're just going to jack your rent up. If they see you being successful, they're going to want more money. So,
which is ridiculous, too, for Cal Ranch, because it was drawing people to that area.
Yeah, but you gotta remember,
it's such a big parking lot.
Yeah, and you got to remember, it wasn't Cal Ranch. Tiffany, all of them loved us. It was the owners of the building.
Yeah, gotcha.
They had nothing to do with local people.
Okay, gotcha.
Their attorneys... their attorney sent me and Lori cease and desist letters.
Because you were there. You started out over there.
I was only there for like a month.
And you were excited to be over there.
We
there
were
was
doing
a lot
really
of
well,
potential.
too. And it was going really well. And then, like I said, we got cease and desist letters. And they were willing, like I said, to let us stay, but without a lease. And I was like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing. So when we're around here, people, a lot of food truck owners don't explain this stuff either, which is one reason why I talk so much about what I do. And people tell me, oh, you say too much. I go, but it educates people.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, I like the way I run my business. So.
and the people love you too, and you've got a great quality product as well too. It's just like you say, sometimes you have to experiment, and you're trying to get into certain locations, but if those locations don't work out and you don't get the support, you got to move and you got to try somewhere else. Mm-hmm. And that's why we're here in Huachuca City, where you're here. And
and like the thing about Post, even when you got to remember, we were there 2 weeks before all the block leave, and it went really well. But the problem is, it went really well from 11 to 1. There really was nothing. I mean, we would maybe get 3 or 4 customers the last 4 hours.
Yeah, when you were on Fort Huachuca just before the Christmas season.
We got in there beginning of December. And so when that happened, it was still a big issue. It doesn't mean that lunch wasn't successful, but I want to be steady with people throughout the day. And I think that this spot is going to do that, because that's why we're staying open till 7, is I think we will see a decent dinner crowd, people who are driving back, because in our to-go containers, your food's going to stay hot for about an hour,
Yeah.
And so people will be able to stop and get it on the way home. And I think that is where we're going to have a better advantage out here.
Yeah, and you do have, like you say, a lot of traffic that goes by here from Fort Huachuca as well, too.
Exactly. So. Yeah, I've heard all kinds of different. I've heard 15,000 cars a day. I've heard 40,000 cars a day. I don't know. If anyone watching this actually knows the actual count, that would be kind of interesting, because it's something that intrigues me.
Yeah, right. Well, and from a business standpoint, it'd be nice to know that, I suppose.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of cars either way. But folks, come on down, support Brady in this new effort here in Huachuca City. I love the concept. I love the idea. You've got the coffee trailer. Uh-huh. That's going to be here starting at 6 a.m. That'll be
weekdays at 6 a.m.
Weekdays
at 8.
Weekends at 8 a.m. Weekdays 6 a.m.
Yep.
And again, through the next 10 days,
They'll both be here permanently.
they'll both be here permanently as well.
Yeah.
So they're coming in, even driving up. Let's just drive up to the window and...
Yeah, we're gonna have to block that.
Oh, drive up
Oh
service
yeah, so
here.
we're gonna get some sawhorses. I called them seahorses. No one knew what I was talking about. I was like, "Where's the seahorses?" And I haven't said that word in so long. I'm like, wait, sawhorses.
Well, the drive up service is kind of nice. It might work.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's going to be a safety violation.
I suppose, yeah.
We definitely are going to block it off right here and then right here.
Yeah.
Because if you have people standing in line, we can't have this. But
yeah, we don't want to have anybody run anybody over.
if anyone's watching that's going to get upset, we're going to fix it right away. We're going to block it off.
We're going to take care of it. Well, hey, it's your first day opening here today. Come on.
First hour.
Cut a little slack. First hour, that's right. First hour of opening, Bam Bam Barbecue. Now, we want to remind folks that your main business on AZ92.
They're going to be back open at 3 o'clock for dinner. They have the ribs, the pork, the turkey, the brisket. And that's where you get your sliced brisket. The trailer is only chopped brisket. And the reason is sliced brisket causes so many more dishes, so much more sanitation. We only have so much water and stuff. We have limitations on the trailer. And we're not trying to tow it back every single day. That's a lot of work. So we get everything chopped up, bring it out here, and then and we got it in the warmers. And I think we should end with one last thing.
Yeah, let's
go check out Big Nasty. Because there's one thing I always say when you're dealing with barbecue, show me the smoke.
Yeah, you got the big smoker back here.
Yeah, step up here. Let's check this out.
All right.
We got everything rolling for
It's nice
tomorrow.
and high. Yep.
So, let's see. We just got this on a couple hours ago. You can see all the pork butts, the
Look at
briskets,
that.
1855 prime briskets, all the pork butts down there. We got more meat up and back here. So, this is for tomorrow.
That's for tomorrow. But
Yeah.
that's what it looks like generally.
Yeah,
anyway.
so that's going to roll.
Some nice hunks of meat there.
Yeah, so that's going to roll for probably about another 16 hours. We average about 18 hours per smoke.
Okay, that's how long it takes, huh? Wow. That is quite a process.
That's one reason, barbecue is expensive. I always tell people that. I understand that. I acknowledge that. And then, it's how much work goes into it.
Yeah, right.
I mean, this is a labor of love. And then when that thing's running all night, I have to have someone here being paid on the clock to monitor that smoker. We can't leave it unattended.
Oh, so that's another aspect. You see, it's interesting listening to you, and I'm sure
Hey,
people
there goes Gunny.
are being educated. Gunny's going by as well. He looks like he might be going to an event or something, or his trailer's being taken away. But there's just so much behind the scenes here that you don't realize.
Yeah, 100%.
And why you have to charge sometimes what you have to charge, because like you say, someone's got to be here with the smoker. If you're parked here and you're preparing meat, somebody's got to watch that.
Yeah,
and you got to pay them for it.
Yep, and then at big events, it's usually been me. I sleep in the smoker, and we literally set an alarm for every 30 minutes. Every 30 minutes. So by the time you fall asleep, you wake up. You fall asleep, you wake up.
Yeah.
So, but it's what you have to do to make sure it comes out right. So it's just, like you said, it's just a lot of costs that people don't see. They look at the price of brisket per pound, and they're like, how can you charge that? I go, one, the brisket I buy is double what you pay for those briskets at Walmart or Fry's. I'm paying $6.27 a pound for prime briskets, and then you add in the cost of rubs, the cost of binders, the cost of labor, gloves, electricity, the mesquite wood that's loaded in the back of my truck. Every time I load my truck full of wood, it's $387 to fill it up, and that lasts us about a week and a half.
Yeah.
So there's about $1,200 a month in wood. So it
all adds up.
It all adds up. So barbecue is an expensive habit. I think some people would consider barbecue an addiction.
Yeah. Well, yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Especially if it's good like yours.
Yeah. So All right, Todd, other than that, I think unless you got anything else for me, I got to get back to work.
Yeah, absolutely. Folks, come on out, support Brady. Bam Bam Barbecue is here in Huachuca City. They're also at their other location, of course, on AZ 92. And again, you're here tonight until 7, and you'll be open back again on Sunday. The coffee trailer at 8 a.m. and then the food trailer here at 11 a.m.
And then coffee trailer at 6 a.m. Monday through Friday. So if you're a commuter, come on in. The coffee trailer will be going on DoorDash as soon as I get that account set up, because it's going to be here permanently. So people around here can order some of that stuff. The trailer will go. We will do that if it is decided that this is its forever home. You know? Then we will add it so that way Bam Bam Barbecue can be delivered 9 miles that way, which I think hits Whetstone. So a lot of people don't know that the max mileage for DoorDash, if you're at that 30, so they take 30% of my sales, but they will go up to 9 miles from your location.
Okay, all right. So hopefully you can be able to do that down the road here. All right, sounds good. Brady, thanks for joining us. We'll keep in touch with you, and we'll probably talk to you again next week. But good to see you again here. Come on out and support Bam Bam Barbecue now in Huachuca City as well.